Japan is an island country surrounded by the sea, located in the upper zone of the East Asian Sea, in the northwestern part of the Pacific Ocean. It is made up of five main islands: Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, Kyushu, and Okinawa, and more than 6,000 small islands. Normally, the places as visited in Japan are Tokyo, which is the capital of Japan, Nikko, Shibuya, and Kamakura, which are the most touristy according to the source. Japanese food is too basic. It is always based on white rice and mirin. Likewise, normally this composed of too much of seafood. Also, during the traditional Japanese drinks is the green tea and the sake. Usually, sake is always drunk in the bars and in restaurants. Green tea is originally from China, but Japan took it as their too. Sake is originally from Japan. It is usually made from rice and then fermented the rice. Obviously, white rice. And well, in sports, it is more global basically. They are the sports of the world. Period. Usually soccer is played, baseball, volleyball, and swimming. These sports are practiced more than others. Let's talk about their culture. Their culture is normally very disciplinary and strict at all the times. When when they say thank you, usually bow their heads every time. Also, the way they eat is very similar to China. Most of the food is eaten by the chopsticks. Sometimes they use hands or eat in front of a skewer, such in cause of the famous dangus. The most famous dishes are sushi, ramen, and tempura. Sushi consists of the rice rolls with fish wrapped in seaweed. Ramen is a type of noodle soup with different spices and some vegetables and meat. Tempura is basically breaded shrimp in a homemade bread. Mm, I recommend. 2 years ago, I went with my friend to Japan, and it was a really an incredible experience because the landscapes and places there are beautiful, and the food is always very tasty, and the behavior of the peoples there is very much to admire. The very cute animals and also the parks, the squares, and the streets are very clean. It's so really nice. The bad thing is there are many people and every side. Um, you have to go. It's really fun and it's a great experience, but if it takes a lot of money because it's very expensive there. If you go with your family, it's not fun. You can't go to places when what do you want because of their restoration. But if you go with a friend and they have enough money to spend whatever you want, it will be something too fun. I invite you to go to Japan, the land of the rising sun.
The wildlife is somewhat scarce. Its most characteristic animals are the Japanese macaque, the brown Hokkaido bear, the tenuki, the Japanese red fox, and the green pouncet, the country national animal. Please do, same day in Miyagi Prefecture, you can see the red fox. In Nagano Prefecture, going to see Japanese macaque in the north. Japan is a rolling country with a high humidity and the diversity for season definite from the strong heat in the summer and the great slow falls of winter. Also, its region in the north cool and temperate. The center of the country is hot, and the south is slightly tropical. The best time to visit Japan is April, May, October, November. The summer months are very hot and humid. If you go from June and August, don't forget your umbrella. The flora is very varied in general, more than the fauna. Japan is a beautiful country with landscapes that makes anyone fall in love with them. Plains huge and red and white plums, cherry trees, Assampanines, and lutu is the national flower of Japan are very characters.